the first episode of At the Gigs on TV.
Yep, I'm Kieran.
And I'm Jared.
And this is episode 9.
Episode 9.
Lucky number 9.
Our 10th week of episodes.
Yes, 10 weeks of
not
episodes.
Not of episodes, but of activity for the podcast. We've come a long way. We've built a studio.
Yeah,
got the microphones.
All the grapes on the wall.
We've developed business cards.
We've got a little glass of drumsticks over here in case the mood strikes us.
Business cards there. Drumsticks.
Yeah, drumsticks. Pretty good setup here.
Not a bad setup.
Oh, good. I'm glad that our viewers can finally put a image on what they've been hearing. Apart from our faces interwoven with each other on our old photo.
Oh yes, yeah, where we share the eye, but you don't really know who's eye.
Yeah, we can't tell or whose nose or whose guitar. But so yes, it's great to see you guys. And we hope that you think it's great to see us.
Yeah, we can see you.
Yeah. So
today
we're gonna talk. We should
have our last week's fiasco.
Yes, yeah.
You might have realised there wasn't an episode online.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of things that hit us, kind of. So first of all, the snow happened. Yeah. So then we were ready to get back on the horse. You know, we were ready to go to a gig. We're jonesing. We were going to the King Kong Club. We thought we were going to the King Kong Club, so we walk up the stairs.
We went to the King Kong Club.
Yeah, well,
the King Kong Club didn't.
We went to the pub that houses the King Kong Club.
Yeah,
but the King Kong Club did not go. No. But so we walk up the stairs. We're greeted by a deafening silence, not the familiar guitar noise.
Deafening guitar sound.
And we walk into the room and we're greeted not by bands but by like screens and people sitting down and talking about rugby
and chairs. It turned out that it was
they were filming some sort of rugby
panel show, which is so bizarre. Like whoever decided, like an RTE or wherever it was, like we need a random venue to film our panel show. Yeah,
let's like boot the gig off the stage.
Let's ban music.
Yeah, let's bump the gigs. So and we hate bumping gigs.
No,
we attend gigs.
That kind of stuck us. That was post snow.
But it left us kind of scrambling for some sort of structure to our week, and I think it kind of reflects in our kind of, we didn't go to gigs together this week.
No, we went alone.
Yeah.
to gigs. Yeah, a friend of mine got me either fair ticket to the Riptide Movement. They're playing in Club 22.
Club 22? Oh, okay.
Off Ann Street. It was their first show before their tour for the summer, coast to coast.
Oh, cool, nice.
Playing in all around Ireland and in the islands and stuff like that.
I know almost nothing about them. What's like their songs? Like,
the only song I really know is, I hope it's called It All Works Out. It's like do 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 do.
Okay.
It all works out.
Yeah, I know. It's like an ad or something.
So they're solid following. So that was good. I've never been to like a pre-tour, like a launch.
Kind of interesting. So it's kind of like a gearing up type thing.
Yeah, sort of a warm up thing. But it was awesome.
Good energy. Were they good?
Yeah, the crowd loves them. Yeah. I was happy to go just to see what the fuss is about. But I don't feel kind of a massive kind of a yearning inside or sort of a burning for identity or like put them on the wall or anything.
No, totally. But you're happy to kind of stumble upon them in a way. Yeah.
But I mean, it was great. It was good to see a tight operation. See a band that's I guess you've seen the hard work they put in. Like it's. You show up, you rehearse, you do your thing, you launch the tour, and it's not the distance where like they have like all these limousines and security. Yeah. So it's kind of like closer access to a popular band and. No,
that's awesome. It's very kind of, you get to enjoy the music with, I presume, major fans that would go to this. How did you come by this gig?
Well, the person I know, I think they're all like kind of. Like they have a family background, everyone's sort of connected, so it's that kind of
Oh, nice.
freebie thing. So
oh, nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, so no, that's always nice to like stumble upon. Like even if they're not like your band, you know, it's cool to find good music. You know, see them. Yeah, cool.
It's cool. How about yourself? You got any?
Yes, actually. I thought of an interesting thing. Okay, and like. I think we should maybe force ourselves to go to different kinds of gigs sometimes, you know.
Yeah, we don't want to be too narrow-minded.
Yeah, like we gotta kind of maybe branch out. So yesterday, a mutual friend of ours called me up and he said he had 2 tickets to this gig.
Yeah.
It was light on details, and I was like, oh, you know, why not? I never go to these things. Yeah. And ordinarily, I would never have gone to this gig. It was for a lady called, I think it's pronounced Cupcake. Or cupcake, but it's spelled like...
Oh, like bukkake.
Yeah, it's like bukkake, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, honestly, ordinarily I would never have gone to this.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an LGBT scene
that
gig.
Kind of vibe,
Like, I'm obviously not LGBT. Obviously.
Look at this man, he's obviously not.
I mean, as my friend, you know. But I didn't mean from appearance. But
what was sort of it was a rap.
Yeah, so she was a rap artist, and it wasn't honestly my taste. You know, ordinarily I don't really like rap and things like that. Everybody there loved it. They all seem to have like good energy, you know, good audience participation. She got them to sing at length about, you know, various things.
Kind of tongue-in-cheek stuff, was it?
Tongue-in-cheek stuff, yeah. Like, I mean, there was a lyric, there was at one stage, The Room, were chanting, like, give that dick CPR or something to that effect.
Oh, right.
And
was that, like, in the song?
Yeah, it's like...
a chant?
One of her lyrics, yeah. And I was
That's
like, you know, honestly, like, felt a bit like a fish out of water, but it was, you know...
Yeah, no...
I can only commend the energy of it. Like, I'm being uncynical about it. They all seem to enjoy it. Everyone else there. And I'm like... You know, and I think it's good for us to maybe... cover more things for our audience, you know, like...
our massive audience. Our massive LGBT audience.
I was actually saying to Joe what I discussed, or Joe, to our friend Joe today, would I discussed the gig that I went to yesterday, and I said, well, I don't know, like, I mean, I don't know if we have, I don't want to disappoint our LGBT audience by, like, giving a negative review to it, and he goes, I don't think you have an LGBT audience, and I said, I don't think we have an audience. I don't think we have a straight audience either, so...
There's no audience.
Yeah, just 0 people.
But yeah, I've got that about rap myself. I remember seeing... They're pretty popular. What are they called? I don't know. But this is rap group, and I was kind of a bit like, oh yeah, here we go with the rap. And then it was, they're like, I want to be like you. And I was sort of like, oh yeah, I get it. Like, you're your own thing, you're cooler than me, I get it. But then he said in the lyrics, I don't have to be like you. You don't have to be like me. And that was back and forth chat with the audience, chant with the audience. And then I had so much respect for it, because I was like, that's so cool that, you know, I think of rap as egos and like all the money, you know, and that kind of thing.
A bad rap. Pardon my pun.
But in that rap, it was so communal. It's like we don't have to be like each other. It's like cool. It's for everyone.
Yeah.
So that was awesome.
No, I like that. No, like rap can be very interesting when it actually kind of veers into social criticism or maybe kind of narratively structured rap or something like that.
Good music's good music.
Yeah,
there's going to be shitheads in every genre.
Yeah, there's always going to be garbage music.
Yeah,
that's the thing. So like in the spirit of maybe branching out to gigs that honestly sometimes we may not be comfortable at it, sometimes we may not enjoy it, sometimes we may be comfortable at it, sometimes we may love it, sometimes we hate it. We should like try to what like you. I know you want to talk about burlesque a little bit.
Yeah, I'm starting your burlesque show. No, but just kind of what you were saying, kind of the fish out of water. I remember going to a burlesque show, and I think I went in maybe thinking it was going to be more like a tantalizing kind of thing. But yeah, it's more like a performance art. Like there's just average people, average
looking people.
Like there was a Cookie Monster person, and they were the Cookie Monster onesie, and that was their sketch, and kind of the gradually the layers sort of more and more was revealed. Yeah. Then at the end, she got a big cookie and like milk and just drowned herself in milk. Yeah. Like, it was so gross, but it was interesting. I got like it was artistic.
Yeah.
On that side of it, but I think maybe some people go into burlesque sort of thinking it's like a strip club or something. But
we all have the kind of pin-up kind of in our head.
But there's more to it than I thought.
Yeah, like to be honest, to me, it would defeat the purpose of burlesque, I guess, in a sense. But I guess if you look at it, maybe call it something else. I don't know. What is the definition of burlesque, I wonder?
the definition of burlesque is... No, I don't know, but like...
No, it's cool. Like, I mean, like whatever people want to do, whatever they want to express themselves. Yeah.
Just we're just not exclusive. We're like we'll go to a comedy show as well.
Yeah, no, we'll occasionally bust out a Bill Burr's coming, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I feel about that. Like I guess I should go, but. I just like when he's on Conan. I don't really.
Yeah, you don't want to
live for the hour special.
Yeah, and like it's a lot of watching an angry man on stage just shouting at rating his.
That's the thing about it. Like, do American comics like understand anything outside of America? I just like is Seinfeld worth seeing outside of America?
I personally think that American comics have a more universal appeal than maybe British comics.
Right. Okay.
Because like there's something very. American, yeah. There's something very, streamlined and digestible about American humor, because we grow up watching American TV, we get American references, whereas if a British, like I watched actually this show where Phil Jupitus from Nevermind the Buzzcocks music show transferred with Eugene Merman, so he went to the US, Eugene Merman came to the UK. Yeah. Eugene Merman fared really well as an American in the UK audience. Phil Jupitus bombed in the US because the British humour wasn't really as universally kind of... I'm not saying it's better or worse.
Yeah, that's funny because...
But I think maybe American comics translate better overall.
Yeah, I think I got the vibe that like Oasis didn't really cut it in America.
Yeah, I always
same
thought
level,
that
and like I think Blur had the same trouble, but it's weird because I know... The Americans couldn't get enough of the 60s, Beatles, Stones, 70s, Led Zeppelin, and so on. So, like, they seem very open to British music, but for some reason, sometimes it really just doesn't.
Sometimes the door just closes in their face. Yeah, they're definitely, I guess like James Corden, going over, getting his talk show and stuff. There's definitely like an infatuation with the Brits from the Americans.
Yeah,
I guess like just not Oasis. Yeah, just not Oasis. Blur. Any of the Britpop.
So, on to the final segment of the show.
Oh.
The listening segment.
Yeah, will I go first or will you go first?
You can go first, yeah.
Okay.
What have you been listening to?
This week I have been listening mostly to Thin Lizzy.
Really?
I felt like I owed it to myself to maybe give this band that's always peripherally been interesting to me, like actual listening time, to sit down and listen to Thin Lizzy. Okay. And I loved it. I loved my week with Thin Lizzy. It was tremendous. Like I know it's maybe one of their better known songs, but "Dancing in the Moonlight" I think is a perfect encapsulation of what it is to be like an Irish young person going out finding love or something like that.
Yeah.
So like. Even the references in the song, they talk about getting the last bus home, and they talk about going to the pictures and things like that. And it's a very young Irish song.
Yeah,
I like the kind of romance of it.
I've missed the boat. Like
nostalgia.
Yeah, I like Thin Lizzy a bit. The classic songs. But I was actually a few weeks ago, listening to a little bit like Jailbreak.
Yeah, Jailbreak.
Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, it's a real shame about Phil Lynott. Like he was awesome, like as a bass player, like a bass player fronting the band, and then and then just back in the 80s, being like just a black man in like the public eye, it wasn't really as big a thing, especially in Ireland. So
definitely a unique kind of identity, and he fully embraced the Irishness as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is totally cool. And
a great ambassador.
Were Thin Lizzy still going when he died? I don't think so. I think he branched out. I'm not 100% sure. Can we check this up?
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Jamie.
Yeah, it's about time that people can actually see our dead air instead of just listening to it. now they know that
you can feel it.
All these weeks we have had a laptop with us,
and we've been just searching.
Only now you can see it. But I believe Thin Lizzy is still going today, but with I think a starting member, and I think a member that has been there for a while, but they're using a different name.
Okay, so...
You're recording new music and like very recently this has happened. I think I don't know what they're called.
What are they called? Thunder and Lightning, or...?
Beginning in 1982, Postal Lynott. Who fronts them now, I wonder? Who fronts them for recently? Like, it's hard to withstand the loss of such an iconic frontman. Like, whenever about like a band where like the guitarist is kind of the heart and soul of it or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, the fact, and I mean, he did play guitar, But you play guitar, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, at least in terms of writing songs.
You could,
yeah.
But like it's hard for a band to retain their appeal, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's a real. Is it that one? Black Star Riders?
Yes, that's it. Sorry.
That's new. Yeah, but I'm so ignorant. Like, I know Gary Moore, wasn't he in Thin Lizzy?
Gary, maybe. Was Phil Lynott the only Irishman in the band?
Yeah, Gary Moore was in it. That's what I was wondering.
There was a Scot and an Englishman, I think. They were a walking bar joke.
Some Welsh folk. Yeah, shit. I wish. Well, I guess you've only started listening to them.
Yeah, no, I'll have all the scoop on the band members next week. Also, I probably talked about this. I can't remember, to be honest. I've been listening actually to a lot of Gary Numan as well.
Oh yeah, you were saying.
He's playing in the Olympia very soon.
Really?
I'm aware. Like it's a big move to like just go to Gary Numan in the Olympia.
Yeah, roll with it.
Like €40 tickets, and but like he's really good.
What's his songs?
He's got Our Friends Electric. You know that song?
No.
Cars? You probably know. You definitely know Cars.
Cars.
Do 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 do.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
It's a great song, and he's got a new album out now, and I only heard like
Numan.
Yes, Gary Numan. I was actually reading a lot about Gary Numan recently, and because I've been listening to a lot of Gary Numan recently. Yeah. I always thought he was like this kind of introverted kind of artistic person, but this big spender, went broke in the early 90s.
Really?
Yeah, like bought planes and shit.
Wow. God,
I wouldn't have expected them to be such a,
Yeah, so I think with a lot of artists that I'm not very familiar with, I always wonder how much, they hear the name, but I always wonder how much cash flow they have. Like,
yeah.
You hear so many people are broke, it's always curious to know, like, can they all afford the same lifestyle as the ones you know?
Yeah. But, I mean, he was like a monster. Like, he was the first guy to make synthesizers popular.
Really? Okay.
Like, he's very humble about it as well. Like, he talks about how Ultravox already had records out before he came along, but he gets credited for being like the synth guy, which is...
It's cool, it's humble.
Nice. And like a huge influence on like Nine Inch Nails, Trent Reznor loves them, Dave Grohl loves them.
Awesome.
We'd be remiss if we didn't mention the Foo Fighters.
Oh, Dave Grohl, the most tasteful man in rock and roll.
Tasteful man. But so I've been listening to Gary Numan, and also I've been listening to a little bit of Childish Gambino, which...
Oh yes.
Yeah, and because I figured I'd just... get into the wave naturally months later than everybody else has. Honestly, I've only listened to Redbone at length, but I thought it was such a smooth, soul-y song. It's a good song.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and I wonder if the title is a reference to Redbone. Yeah, but they had kind of like a smooth, funky soul.
Come and Get Your Love,
Yeah, great song. Love that song.
Yeah, maybe it is, yeah.
If you were telling me off air they were like a Native American band, that's an interesting...
I was off air, I was telling you.
That's an interesting...
Yeah, I didn't know there was such a thing, to be honest.
As a Native American band?
Like
a soul?
Sounding that way.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting kind of mix of identities there going on, and I like them a lot, they're cool. So what have you been listening to this week?
What have I been listening to? I have been listening to the other songs on Master of Puppets.
Okay.
So there's the hits, there's Battery and Sanitarium and all that, but I was listening to Leopard Messiah and Disposable Heroes.
Yeah.
So they were good. They're just Disposable Heroes. Although kind of when you started paying attention to the lyrics, it's basically just about like being on the front in war and like the general sending young kids out, and it's like, it's the other kind of chorus like, you will die when I say back to the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so interesting
like
political side of it.
Which people don't maybe associate with Metallica.
Yeah, but I think that is kind of their hidden gem. Like, people love the guitar or whatever, but like, I think that is good lyrical content. Like, there isn't all these silly love songs.
Yeah.
I think I'll take the lyrical content a bit more seriously in the future. But outside of that, sort of been appreciating Green Day.
Green Day,
yeah. Kind of back in the Police, but Wolfpack.
Wolfpack, yes. Oh,
that song I like.
What was the song you liked again? Dream.
Where's that phone gone?
Did we throw it back over
I
there?
throw my phone away.
But yeah, no, the guy from Wolfpack played a little intimate show in the Bellow Bar there maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's
pretty cool because I don't know. I assume Wolfpack were playing like a big show here, maybe in Olympia. Or, I don't know, but yeah, it'd be cool like for like a real hardcore fan to just stumble across, you know, they're like in a tiny intimate setting.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
I'd love to see an artist that I loved in a tiny setting.
Yeah, not Eddie Vedder in 3 Arena.
Not Eddie Vedder in the 3 Arena, no, that's just... I don't think I'd ever want to see... Eddie Vedder was on the Oscars, by the way.
That was good, actually.
Tom Petty cover, right?
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was cool, yeah. That's the only thing I've seen at the Oscars, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, it was a good one, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I dug the Singing a Deceased Musician song as well, you know. Did Tom Petty have any relationship with films? Did he score? Did he...
Well, yeah. I don't know why I know this, but you know the Postman? The Kevin Costner. He's in that. I guess.
Oh my god, is he like a it's like a post-apocalyptic, he's like a...
They kind of reference it, like, weren't you famous once?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not much of an actor.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, at least they gave him his Oscar shout out, I guess.
Yeah. And it was a good song as well, it's not really going to be a hit.
Yeah, it's, I guess only like a real music head like Vedder could, you know, curate that song.
Yeah.
That single song, curate the whole thing. But, that's a tremendous loss.
So yeah, any gigs coming up in the future?
Oh yeah, let's see what we got. Well, we can never rely on King Kong Club again. Just kidding. Make this your official podcast of your gig.
Of your gig. They are actually performing their show tomorrow on Wednesday. Sorry, I'm a bit tired.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done this podcast twice today. Yes, so this is what is coming up.
See, who we got on the card?
Alright. The acts. So, okay, in no specific order, but in the order they give us.
You take one, I'll take one.
First we have Time Thieves.
Then we have Otterman.
Then Hendrik Lane.
Then TBL8.
Then Faces of the Earth.
And then more TBA.
TBA. Right, so that'll be our next segment. That'll be the next episode.
Yeah, I guess we'll cover all the bands, yeah, and
you have a good night.
Yeah, everybody have a great night, and
or whenever you watch it.
Yeah. Have a great Tuesday morning, I'd like to think. On your way to work with your coffee.
Exactly, in one hand and your iPhone X in the other.
Yeah.
You know, walking down the street.
But, and your knowledge going from your wire to your skull. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And coming out your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're going to tell everybody about us. So yeah, I've been Kieran.
I've been Jared.
And this was At the Geeks episode 9. Bye. Like, that was way better, you have to admit.